A lot of people will tell you have full control over your destiny. See, there is a simple problem that people kind of mistake. People kind of mistake the meanings of the words that they're speaking. A lot of people will tell you that quote because they have, in a way, given up on life and they keep imagining that, things will go their own way. So you don't have any control over life, but you have full power over it. There is a big difference in this because control means a capability to turn everything towards a direction of your own will. And to have control over life, it means you can control all the processes of life towards your own, let's say, well being or towards any possible outcome that you may seek. You cannot control a lot of things, you cannot control the people around you. Even if you have some slight control over them, you cannot control them 100% or at any given time. You cannot control the whole cosmos. You cannot control the weather necessarily. Even if you can control a few of these to a certain extent, still it's not 100% possible because there are forces way greater than that. And still you cannot control the cosmos, you cannot control the influences that the other astral objects have on your life and on the planet as well. But one can limit those through their own awareness. And when you can limit the influence of astral objects and the such on yourself, that is not control. That is a bit awareness, let's say, right? It is own power. That's why I prefer correcting that quote and say you have full power over your life. You have the power to do everything you wish, right? Even in the Holy Scriptures and books, it is written that you have full awareness as much as you want, obviously, but you also have free will. So it means not even creation has any power on you, right? It has given you all the materials you need to exist, so it only gave you the power to ensure that your life is good, not control. Control, if you seek to follow the path of controlling your life, you will live just like your parents and previous generations. You will reach nowhere and be fully depressed because it's hard for miserable people to accept that they cannot control anything. So they become even more obsessed with control. That's why they're gonna, well, decay more and more internally. Because they can't accept the truth that control is not necessarily something to strive for in life. Strive for power, right? Because power doesn't necessarily mean having the money. Power doesn't necessarily mean controlling others or being domineering. If you have enough power on your own system and knowledge over your system, and you can be calm enough, that is a lot of power. Because when you are aware of things, when you can easily see other people's subtleties, when they will come with their gibberish to try to annoy you and piss you off, you will simply stay stalwart and show you that you're not gonna let some primitives try to control you by angering you. Whoever angers you controls you, right? So that is a great power. That's why you also say when you see people who are intimidating in a way or people who have a certain aura, the moment they step in the room, you can already feel that they have a certain power. They don't need to present themselves much. They don't need to talk much, right? That's a sense of power. Defensive people, weak people typically need to talk a lot because they lack attention. So the problem is those people will usually not draw too much attention because even in their own kinds, they all wish to just talk gibberish and share their misery. And you know, when everyone just wants to talk about themselves, they're not going to have a good relationship even in between them. When you meet people with a certain sense of power that don't seek control over things, well, that's gonna always be different because those people are aware of their time and the fact that they're not gonna live forever, right? When you live life as if you're not gonna live forever and you become aware of your mortality, simply wishing control over things and people and other aspects is not gonna be that much of an issue. So from time to time, obviously, one will seek control because, well, you need to take control over certain things, internal things only. One has to take a bit of control over how they use their mind and how they're using their emotions. Yes, and how to understand your system, how it functions, and how to make better use of it. Yes, that is something that one needs to take control over, and let's say also their behavior. But when it comes to external aspects, there is literally no control. People can easily fool you with things that aren't logical, that aren't, they don't make any sense. Because when you don't have much of a rooting in your own mind, when you don't have much rooting in this reality, your mind will wander in all sorts of directions. So the problem is, when such rooting does not exist, anything beyond your comprehension is easily logical for you. That means a lack of power over life, because anyone can fool you with any possible things. That's why you still have a lot of people who easily fall for the social propagandas. Now, hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. Take care, enjoy life, and well, this being said, you are appreciated, have fun. Ferenc Board signing out.